All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword. What am I doing? For Monday, April 7th, set by Vulcan in his usual every other Monday slot. He usually understands the assignment to give us a nice, gentle crossword to start the week. Anyway, emergency call from cruise entertainers. Could it be a double definition of some kind? Something call? No, that's in the clue. Oh my goodness, I'm really not at my sharpest to start with. Hopefully, I'll warm up. Something ring, dial, cruise entertainers. Is there a typical kind of cruise entertainer, or do we have to break that up? Tom Cruise and then entertainers. Oh, emergency could be something, I don't know, like fire or alarm. Now let's try this one. Ooh, active, drag to the bank, one uncomfortably placed. All right, I think it must mean one uncomfortably placed. Probably a a something. Oh, I would have thought we'd get a nice little two-letter preposition first and then a three. Something for. Yeah, what's the three-letter word for one uncomfortably placed? Yeah, and then what's the word play? How could active be an anagram indicator? Anything can be an anagram indicator if you think hard enough. So this one goes all the way down, so 15 letters. Drag to the bank. Maybe one? No. No, we would need drag to the is 9, so we would need another 6 letters. Oh, maybe bank. No, again, bank and I is only 5. Yeah, so it must be a charade. Can active be a? Or maybe we just anagram drag. No, to the bank. No. Are you letting me start, mate? I like that clue, but I have no idea how to parse that. Vulcan is being a little tricky today, or maybe I think I am definitely a little slow today. Receptacle bust into pieces in row or row. Oh, I think it must be a receptacle. I'm wondering if we anagram bust into pieces, and that goes inside. Well, it would have to be a three-letter row or row, so maybe it is ROW, but I don't see it. In Vietnam, a stealthy gesture of greeting. What's the two-letter country code for Vietnam? I'm wondering if inside that we put A plus what's a stealthy gesture? Oh no, hello stealthy, A plus stealthy. And then I think it's going to be a gesture of greeting. Oh, is there something like a valet or valorum or something in Latin maybe? No, extraordinary. Third eye that is passed down the generations. Maybe, yeah, I don't know if the definition is extraordinary or passed down the generations. Is there a name for the third eye? I know in some religions they believe in the the third eye. And then yeah, maybe whatever that word is followed by gene or DNA. Extraordinary. Oh, third eye has 8 letters. Could it? Yes, there we go. Finally, I got one. An anagram of third eye. Her. Oh, it's. Hold on. Heredity. I know hereditary. I think there is a word heredity for that which is passed down the generations. All right, we'll do one more down and then go back to the acrosses. Notice, perhaps, to keep away from a soldier's effects. I like that one too. Another 15 letter, but don't see it. All right, just have another look at that. Emergency call. Cruise. Ooh. Oh, could it be emergency call from cruise? Like, oh, abandoned ship. I think that's it. Or actually, I think it is an emergency call, which happens to be a maritime one. And then cruise entertainers might be a band on the ship. All right. So that are you letting me start, mate? No, in our receptacle, I don't think it's going to be bust anagrammed. Well, what would a 3 letter row or row be beginning with D? Oh, a din, maybe? Oh, yeah, it is exactly what I thought. So it's a dustbin. What was the name of the guy who hosted 321? Was that the program with Dusty the Bin? And he did his little hand gesture for 321. Ted Rogers, maybe? Ah, didn't think that would begin with an N. Anyway, and my notice, perhaps we'll come back to that. All right, monsoon crushing one's fruit. Oh, just because of the S, I'm wondering if we anagram. Well, monsoon is 7 letters, but I don't think we're going to. Yeah, then the definition would be one's fruit. Oh, maybe your progeny might be called your fruit. But I'm thinking it might be a short word for monsoon and then an anagram of one's, and that's going to be fruit, which can be a plural noun, so tangelos or something like that. Thanks to the French, I immediately think of merci, an Anglo-Saxon settled in the Midlands. All right, well, I think Anne is literally Anne, and I think the Mercians were an ancient people of Britain and presumably an Anglo-Saxon who moved to the Midlands. Many learners use this vehicle, but not to drive. Oh, I think it's a silly little cryptic definition. It's almost like a riddle. And I think the answer is school bus. Legendary bowler out for a duck, question mark. Oh dear, do we need to know cricket or? I wonder if it could be a figure. I mean, when we see the word legendary, we should think about taking it literally, a figure from legend. And maybe it's someone in legend who made a bowl, had a bowl. There is something at the back of my mind. And then out for a duck. Yeah, maybe a 4 letter word beginning with D that might mean out. Oh, could it be an anagram of a duck? No, I don't think so. Intelligence forbidden to Americans. Well, it seems to be the case at the moment. Yeah, maybe it's just an American word for forbidden that also means intelligence. Don't get it. Dressed for celebration, one made for a return. No. Head for motorway on right. Well, the head for motorway would simply be the letter M, but yeah, then we don't have enough words left over. The holders of the ashes. Well, of course, that's a cricket trophy. But again, I'm thinking it might just be a simple cryptic definition and it might be urns. Yeah, I think that might be it. A London attraction with pulling power. Again, I think this might be a punning cryptic definition. I mean, a magnet has pulling power. Oh, I'm wondering if it could be. I don't know why it would specifically be London, but maybe the Tower of London, which could be read as tower, and that might mean with pulling power. What else? What other London attraction? The wheel, of course. Are they London Eye? All right, we'll do the Spooner's insect, unable to rise, had a little sleep. Yeah, it's funny if how far does the spoonerism go? Is it insect unable to rise? Oh, which could be something like dead ant, dead ant, dead ant, dead ant, dead ant. Could be dead something, all right. And then had a little sleep. That must be the definition. Cat napped, gnat capped. I think I can certainly see the gnat, but capped for unable to rise. I suppose in slang, if someone is capped, I think that means they were shot, presumably shot dead. Maybe. All right, let's go back to the Downs. Cooler pair with one boy. I'm thinking it might be a cooler. Pair, duo, brace, and then with one could be an I, and then boy could be B, I think. Maybe it's a boy's name or a word for a boy. No, discontent of one group of nations with the other. Oh, well, I'm thinking a group of nations might be the UN, and then with the others could, oh, I don't know what that would be, but the whole thing I think would mean discontent, unease. But how would ease be with the others? No. Took a while. That's a great clue. Short and sweet. Double definition, something for took. And then also means a while. No. A coup, getting place at school. No. No yacht moves as fast as this imagined thing. Well, no yacht is 7 letters, so I think it must be an anagram. We do have a C. And then I think the definition is this imagined thing that moves very fast. Oh, I think there might be. The word tachyon comes to mind, and I wonder if its name comes from the same root as tachometer. And I can't remember if the tachyon is a physics particle. Maybe it's just theorized and hasn't actually been seen. Let me look up tachyon. Yes, it's a hypothetical particle that moves faster than the speed of light. I presume that's why it's hypothetical. All right, wine is nastier when drunk. I think it must be an anagram of nastier. Drunk can be an anagram indicator. And it's going to be a type of wine. I'm not good on the wines. Does it begin AST? Like Asti? Oh, no, I think it's Retsina, if that's how you pronounce it. Turf, well, I see S something D, and I think sod, laid over earth, is saturated. So I think somehow earth is DEN, but I don't get why that is the case. I suppose maybe an animal might go to earth the way a human might go to the. Oh, well, of course, I was going to say a human goes to their den, but a den is originally an animal hiding place or living place. Yeah, definitely I'm not very sharp today. All right, reveal daughter has got into a university. All right, so I think reveal is the definition. Daughter is going to be, I think, D. And daughter has, maybe the has is important, and that's going to go inside A plus. Well, university could be simply U, but it could be maybe a abbreviation of a famous one, but reveal with a D and probably a U. No, I don't see that one at all. Let's finish the acrosses. Hack out a path and picture exposing the interior. No, don't see that. A character would have to get changed to make immense plunge. Yeah, thinking it is going to be immense plunge, but not sure what that would be. Unnecessarily tend laundry, that's to be spun. I'm wondering if the definition is unnecessarily tend. And maybe it's an anagram of laundry that, but unnecessarily tend, I think like something like over. In Limerick, apparently many years ago, they used to use the word overlook to mean something that has been looked at too much, particularly about a child. If you said the child was overlooked, it's not that it was ignored, it was spoilt and given too much attention. Very funny usage, but anyway, that's going off topic because I have no idea. Unnecessary, maybe just unnecessarily. Oh, no, I don't know why I said laundry that. I think 10. So unnecessarily Ah, yeah, and with the laundry, we'll have an ly ending. Not unnaturally, but I do think it's going to be an un. We do have two n's. And it's not going to be a needlessly type word. All right, I'm going to pause and do this one on paper. All right, well, I should have realized it couldn't begin with on because that means the down word would end in a U, which is very unlikely. So I got it really not so much from the anagram, but just thinking of word for unnecessarily, and finally thought of redundantly. All right, so I did peek over at six down. A notice perhaps, and then to keep away. Well, that notice might say private property, and that suggests a soldier's effects. All right, here's our legendary bowler. Oh, it's not cricket for bowling, but it's English history. Someone who legendarily is supposed to have been playing bowls when the Spanish Armada arrived, if I'm remembering correctly. Francis Drake, and a drake might be out for a duck, I suppose. Discontent, yeah, I thought this was you on, but not unease. Oh, unrest with the others, of course, would be the rest. Dressed for celebration, one made for a return. Yeah, neither end of that really sounds like a definition, but maybe a return might be a meant type word. Dressed for celebration. One made. No. Ooh, four down. I'm seeing nemesis, but a stealthy gesture of greeting. I can't possibly. Oh, it's a hidden clue. And within Vietnam, a stealthy is namaste. I don't think I'd heard namaste until the television series Lost, which for its first few seasons was one of the best things on television, so well written. We just won't talk about the final season. Does that help me with my dressed one made for a return in? Oh, investment is made for a return. Ah, that's clever. And if you're dressed for religious celebration, you might be in a vestment. Okay, are you letting me start, mate? No. All right, can I get anything with my one uncomfortably placed? No. All right. That's our reveal. Daughter has got into a university. Where's the T coming from? Must be from the university. Oh, MIT. Ah, of course. Admit to reveal maybe some fact. Yeah, MIT comes up a lot. Oh, I'm thinking immerse, to make immense plunge. Oops. And now my typing has gone to pot. Yes, I think to make the word immense into a plunge, you have to change one letter. Yeah, I like that. That was our hack out a path. No. Took a while. Does end in D, which suggests a past tense. But how would a while end in ED? But I'm thinking of something like wandered or sauntered, dawdled. No. Head for motorway on right. I don't know if right might be Tory comes up a lot. No, I don't see that. Well, the right half is looking pretty good, but the left, I don't know what's going on. If that was tower, oh, yes, I just thinking about that being a W, I realize, of course, one uncomfortably placed is, excuse me, a fish out of water. All right, active drag to the bank. I don't see how that works at all. No, no, not at all. But anyway, that should give us a lot of letters. I'm going to go ahead and put in tower for tower. I suppose it is, I suppose, an attraction. You think about going to the Tower of London. Anyway, here's our coup. No. No, other than place can be set. So I'm wondering if it is S-E-T and then a three-letter school. And that's going to mean a coup. No. I did look at this one while I was paused, and intelligence can be new. I don't know if you pronounce the S because it's not the French word for us. I think you do say nous, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, forbidden is no, and Americans is US. All right, so cooler pair with one boy. Oh, the boy. Yes, so pair can be abbreviated to PR. You might see that in a price list. One is I, boy is son, and the cooler is slang for prison. Ooh, monsoon. Could it be rain? Crushing ones? Ah, yes. So the monsoon is the rains, and that crushes one I and then S, and then we resume spelling out raisins. Oh, I hear the beeping that says the bin men are here, so I'm going to pause until they have passed by. Well, that was a very timely arrival by the bin men, because while they were going around my little cul-de-sac here, first of all, two down, mate, I thought must be amigo. I don't fully understand it. I think it's like, am I, maybe are you letting me? And then start might be go, am I go? Oh, are you yeah, am I a go? I don't think it reads exactly right, but I think that must be right. And the other big breakthrough was I was staring at this one trying to think what words would fit, and the word promontory came into mind, and I realized, oh, of course, that's a Headland, therefore could be a head, and it is a Tory on the right. I think, I think 4, I think is pro. If you're pro something, motorway, is that just the M? But what's the, oh, on, it must be my spelling again. A promontory, on is on, and right is Tory. All right, and then once I had the P, I realized it's not set, it's put, and that goes on SCH for school, and you get a putsch, a coup. All right, I didn't look at this one yet. Hack out a path and picture a, oh, I'm thinking this might be a picture exposing the interior. It could be a CAT scan. Yes, maybe tachyon is, no, tachyon must be right. But is this some other form of CT type X-ray scan dealio? Hack out a path. Oh, cut. Oh no, it's if you hack out a path, you cut away. And yes, I don't know, as a kid, I would even say today, I love those cutaway pictures that show what's inside a machine of some kind or a building. So yeah, there we go. Oh, that W is interesting. Took a while. Borrowed. Borrowed is the only word I can think of. Let me pause, see what else I can come up with. Yeah, I think it is borrowed, and I think it's just a cryptic definition that it's really took for a while. If you take something from somebody but mean to bring it back, then you borrow it. Not crazy about that one. Yeah, we had a few of these cryptic definitions today. I know a lot of people don't like them because they really rely on that sort of inductive reasoning and just being on the setter's wavelength, as opposed to the typical clue where you have the wordplay that might steer you in the right direction or at least confirm, yeah, I've nothing here that's going to tell me that borrowed is the right sense in which Vulcan meant this. Anyway, let's check all. Looks like everything is still there. Did we have any funny business? Pangram, don't think so. I didn't see any theme. All right, let's head over to 15 Squared and see what they thought of it. All right, the blog is by Eileen, an enjoyable puzzle from Vulcan to start the week. Let's see, the ones. Yeah, Mercia was one of the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms. And then Drake, yeah. So yeah, pro am on, all right. And a tower would have pulling power, yeah. A gnat capped. Oh, I think yes, as in an interest rate might be capped. You're unable to raise it. Yeah, that makes sense now. Don't know why I didn't see that. And then on the downs, A is active. Fish as a verb out of water means, oh, literally if you fish something out of the river, you drag it to the river bank. All right. Am I go? Are you letting me start? Nothing extra on that one. All right. And borrowed a deft cryptic definition took for a while. And then 20, At Earth is a fox's den, of course, yeah. Only Earns was a bit of a dud, yeah. I'd agree with that. Not keen on Immerse, baffled by Borrowed. The whole solution is showing on the homepage. Ooh. Oh. What a relief after Ludwig and Enigmatist. Wow. All right, it looks like fun, lovely start. Yeah, so I think most people seem to have found it fairly easy, a lovely puzzle to start the week. But yeah, I think it maybe was just me having a case of the Mondays and taking a while to get going. Anyway, thanks as always for watching and have a great day.